Lawmakers who oppose gun legislation have an idea to deal with school shootings. Better bandage kits. A bill that would provide schools with materials and training to stop bleeding is one step closer to becoming law today. Mark Salinger has some tough questions about a solution that is more reactive than proactive.
If saving lives is the goal, these Stop the Bleed kits are critical once something has already gone terribly wrong.
This investment is to help someone survive.
In a legislative session focused on school safety, a new bill that passed the Senate today focuses on the morbid reality that schools aren't always safe.
I certainly hope they gather dust, that there's never a need for them.
Republican Representative Mary Bradfield is one of the sponsors of the bill. She says the goal is to have the kits at the ready in case someone cuts themselves or falls down, or yes, if there's a school shooting.
Whatever we can do for schools to keep kids and staff stay safe and well, we are all in.
All in, unless it involves limiting guns. I asked Bradfield why she didn't support the gun bills that passed earlier this year that Democrats say would help prevent school shootings before they even happen.
But you don't think people should necessarily have limits on the guns that they can buy?
I'm not going to answer that. I'm a Republican. I think you probably understand when I say those are your Second Amendment rights.
Bradfield says the state should instead focus on making mental health resources more accessible to help prevent more school shootings.
It definitely intersects with school safety.
Democratic Representative Mary Young also sponsored the bill, but supported the gun laws passed earlier.
We're not trying to violate anyone's Second Amendment rights, but we have to have a whole complement of things that will provide safety in schools.
The training would be free, so would the kits, but they're only useful if the unthinkable has already happened. So the goal, of course, is for these kits to never be used. Think of them like AED kits that are in nearly every public building just in case you need them. We know many school districts across the state, from Greeley down to Cherry Creek, already have these kits inside classrooms. It's worth noting, of course, Marshall, that it continues to add to the long list of things teachers are now responsible for beyond, actually teaching.
Yeah, I don't want to sound too flip. I know these would have some sort of use besides the worst case scenario inside of a school.
Yeah, exactly. And, we talk about these in context of mass shootings, and it's impossible not to, because that's when Stop the Bleed actually started as a national campaign, was after active shooters and mass shootings. But of course, the examples that they gave us is, think of, the groundskeeper, and this is exactly what Representative Bradfield said, was think of the groundskeeper accidentally falling and injuring himself while he's mowing the lawn. They're there for that as well.
Well, if the Simpsons episode ever happens in real life where groundskeeper Willie does that, we'll be prepared.
Let's hope not.
Thanks, Mark.